Welcome back to Destination Pro Wrestling. In this video, we have some very interesting topics. Eric Bischoff burying Tony Khan and AEW. His most famous words, shut up and wrestle. We're going to talk about his rant on AEW and Tony Khan. Also, we have some news. Mick Foley, a lot of speculation that he might be headed to AEW. And then also we have some news. Andrew Zarian had reported that WWE is planning a Raw retro episode, which is something I'm actually excited about. So if you guys want more videos, don't forget to click that subscribe button, and let's just kind of jump into it. So yes, Andrew Zarian from Mat Men podcast. It's the pro wrestling podcast. He's broken some pretty big stories in the past, the TBS championship. Basically, the word is that WWE is planning to do a future episode of Raw, a Raw retro, which is basically going to utilize the old school Raw from like the Attitude Era. Raw is War. They're talking about bringing back the set, talking about bringing back like a really cool episode, a lot of big plans for it, and it's expected to happen in January. And I like stuff like this. To be honest with you, I know sometimes we kind of get upset with WWE and they're creative and they do Legends Night and stuff like that. But if WWE can stray away from doing a Legends Night here, and most notably just focus on the set and the nostalgia while putting together some great matches and storylines, I am all for it. Now, of course, WWE has burned us in the past. Anytime they try to use nostalgia on their programming, we've seen them do like an old school SmackDown thing, which then also included like the Golden Age WWE logo. It was just all too annoying, if I'm being honest. But nonetheless, I thought it was some pretty cool news, and I'm glad I could share it with you guys. For the next story in today's video, Mick Foley. A lot of speculation about Mick Foley joining AEW. As you guys know, AEW's programming always has Easter eggs all over it. And then, of course, Evil Uno bringing out the Socko, the evil sock, Mr. Socko, this past weekend on Dynamite. Of course, there's got a lot of conversation going on social media, and with how Mick Foley has been super responsive towards AEW, there is a huge belief that maybe Mick Foley could be joining AEW in the past, or in the future. Now, in the past, I should say, Mick Foley has been very, very, I would say, judgmental towards the WWE product. He's been very outspoken. He's not afraid to shy away from he doesn't shy away from talking about WWE in a negative light. He's been very clear about it. He made a lot of waves this past year and some of the things he said about WWE. And I just kind of want to speculate and kind of fantasy book here with Mick Foley. If we ever see him in AEW, what would be the capacity that we see him in? And truthfully, I don't want to see him in the ring. I don't think he could go in the ring. I don't think that's even part of the conversation here. But we have seen time and time again how AEW uses wrestling legends, Sting, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson. There's been a good use from these guys. Storyline-wise, they've been positioned to help younger and upcoming talent. And I noticed there's a small little problem in AEW. And at this point, they're not really using Joey Janela on Dynamite. And I just think for some reason, Joey Janela being paired with Mick Foley would make a lot of sense, just based on their hardcore backgrounds. And it's something, honestly, I think could get Joey Janela over. Mick Foley could obviously cut a really good promo. I'm not saying Joey Janela can't, but I do think it would help Joey Janela just kind of get established in AEW. He's one of the OGs from AEW. He's one of the originals. And we just haven't seen him in a way that I think positions him better. And I think this could be a cool way. If Mick Foley joined AEW, what do you guys think? I don't think this hurts anybody. But of course, after the Mr. Socko thing, this, a lot of people are speculating now that this was an Easter egg, and AEW has done stuff like this before, and it's come true. So I'm very, very curious to see what actually happens. Once we get some updates, maybe Mick Foley will shoot down the rumors. Maybe he'll confirm the rumors. I don't know. But I do think it is inevitable at some point we see him in AEW. All right, guys, we do have one more story today, but I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Headroom. Let's take Are you tired of streaming out of your bedroom? Maybe your cream white beige walls aren't cutting it for you. Or maybe you've been relegated to a box room or a closet to create content out of. Presenting a professional environment is key to building your brand and showcasing what your content is all about. And that's where Headroom comes in. Headroom gives you the space that you need to create content from a virtual room that represents you or your brand. Headrooms are customizable from colors, lighting, pictures, posters, and even furniture, allowing you to show people what your channel is all about. Headroom comes in 3 tiers, allowing you to customize the basics all the way up to a fully customized room. If you want more information on this, go to headroom.com and give yourself some space. Guys, I actually want to talk about this. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to Headroom. But the main reason why I actually want to talk about this and partner up with them, if you guys didn't know, I was using some generic looking, ugly background for a long time. Some of you guys who have been following me for a really, really long time know that I create content out of the bedroom. You guys would see the bed and the TV and the nightstand and all that stuff. So I think we all understand why this is important to the channel. And I really think this is a cool thing. I mean, you guys can see the Ango logo, the championship belts, the jersey, movie posters. This is like some really cool stuff. Headroom did a great job. So if you guys want to do content, it's really easy. You know, get a quick, Elgato green screen webcam, get yourself a Headroom, present yourself a little bit differently. That's something I would encourage you guys to check out. I know I've gotten a lot of great feedback on it as well. All right, guys, and for our final story of the day, Eric Bischoff buries AEW and Tony Khan. Very interesting story. Guys, Eric Bischoff went on Twitter. He released this video, "Shut Up and Wrestle." He had to get some things off of his chest, and he absolutely went in. And he took a really big shot at Tony Khan because I think Eric Bischoff at this stage of the game, he's looking at Tony Khan and the way he's being outspoken. And one thing that he actually referenced in this video was Tony Khan's comments about being just like WCW, but learning from their mistakes. And Eric Bischoff immediately, he corrected Tony Khan here and said, look, like, WCW at that stage was smoking WWE, and that was real competition. We were head to head with them Monday. That's not what you guys are doing. You are not truly in competition with WWE. Shut up and wrestle. He's letting the talent know to stop getting in this like anti-WWE thing and just simply focus on your content. And you know what? The one thing I have to say here is I've noticed this a lot. A lot of people are super hardcore towards AEW or super hardcore WWE. And I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think a wrestling competition makes the most sense. But this is in no way a true comparison to WCW. And if you watch this video, you will see Eric Bischoff's comments towards AEW. And you could really tell his sincerity. He means it. But also, Eric Bischoff has acknowledged in this video and at other times that AEW is a great product. Just keep putting out a great product and you don't have to worry about anything else. And I think that is so incredibly important. I really do. I think it's a major, major thing for AEW to just keep focusing on their content. And you know what? Let the fans be the ones to be vocal about it. Let them pick sides. Let them do whatever. I think Tony Khan has definitely been outspoken. And then we saw Rampage did lose to SmackDown. And, Tony Khan was obviously talking a big game beforehand. I support both companies. I'm on record saying this. I will bury them when they suck. I will, praise them when they're doing good. But ultimately, some very interesting comments from Eric Bischoff. I can't wait to see how Tony Khan responds. Let me know what you guys think in this comment section down below. For more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time right here on DPW.